If you clicked on his video, you seen the thumbnail, you seen the title. So there's this guy going around in big scary groups or whatever, and his name is Shadowfall. And he's been inviting my friends and some people I know to his Discord server. Not a big deal, right? He's been lying about being people's friends and inviting you to his server. And you might be in it if you're in the big scary servers. If you are seeing this video, I posted this to every server I can. If this is people in the server, I'm sorry for telling you this, but let's go to the very start. So a couple of days ago, there was a person named Shadowfall, and like I said, he's been thinking about being friends with my friends, and my friends joined the server, and he is lying about being friends. Obviously, I will put my messages with him, and as you can see the messages, I will read them out right now, including the messages that was in DMs.
Yo, Best.
Yo.
I'm RedMax's friend. You mind joining my server? It's connected to Big Scary and OG Fun Monkey Horror. Hey.
And then I joined his server because I thought he was telling the truth. But a couple days later, there was an announcement ping in his server. He said, at announcements ping, I see that there's beef going on with me and ASC. Please don't talk about the past drama or you will be timed out for a day. Thank you. All arguments are done. It's over. But reading that message, why would Shadow say if you bring up the drama / beef, you're going to get timed out? If you are talking about beef / drama, makes no sense unless you're trying to hide something that we don't know. But the beef / drama was with the YouTuber called ASC Amazing. Go sub to him. But I talked to him in DMs, and this is what he had to say. That what the heck? What was that interruption? But anyways, what I was saying, I texted ASC the second I saw the text / announcements on Shadow's Discord to get to the bottom of this drama. And I will read and show the images of the DMs between me and ASC. Yo, ASC.
What's poppin'?
What's the beef between you and Shadowfall?
This kid's still going? How'd you find out?
Forward message.
Hold up, let me forward some things. Story time. Basically, for the longest time, he's been bothering people about joining his server, and he's also been doing that to me. Robert and some of you guys, everyone has been sick of this kid. But since I don't like to be a dick right off the bat, I tried politely declining his offer, but he wouldn't off. Last night, he started texting Robert about I'm friends with ASC, join my server, and that was my last straw. So I texted him telling him to stop bothering me about that. But then this baby started running to all my goated VR friends asking everyone to ban me, so go out, so give me mod to piss him off. And I just started to roast the living out of him, and he got so angry that he finally fucked off. And yeah, I banned him so he stops harassing you guys. This wasn't my server. Everyone I know was complaining about him being so annoying. They all backed me up. I don't know if you're in Alto's server, but it's so promo. You can see I tried being polite as possible, wanting to decline his offer.
So basically, to recap what he said, he was talking about the Shadowfall is a liar and that he lies about being people's friends, and he was just mad for no reason because he didn't want to join his server, and that his homies / friends believed him because he said that him and ASC were friends, which they are not, and he was just a liar, and that he was pretending that he was people's friends so he can make people join his server. I don't know why, but he's just telling lies and more. So yeah, and here's all the proof of in Alto's Discord server in the description, and I will show some pictures in order if I can't get them in order, but here's the images or text in Alto's server. But if he texts you, don't believe him, and my friend RedMax subbed to him. But in the first screenshot, he said he was friends with my friend RedMax is not friends with him. And before we go to chapter 3, my friend named Balenci found out because I told him, and he did crash out, but Shadow took pictures of him crashing out. Not the pictures that he lied in. He made stuff look like that, so he was trying to... Who is editing this video? I hate you.
You are.
Oh. Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry, future me. But what I was saying, we are going to go to the interview with my friend Balenci right now. But before that, real quick, he was trying to frame Balenci so he looked like the bad guy. Now, let's go to the call. Yo, good night, old friend.
Good night, old friend. Alright, so,
So,
where do I start?
just give us the full run detail, start from finish about
yeah.
what happened.
Please do note, whoever's watching this video, I will kind of portray Shadowfall as a bad guy in this video, but I did some bad things too. I'll regret. Fill you in on that later. Stay tuned, because there will be, like, I don't know, a bonus chapter, whatever Pete's doing, on the confrontation at the end. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Just wanted to give my boy some support. Anyway, so a couple days ago, Piggy, yours truly over here, invited me into some drama and stuff, It was about Shadowfall, the guy in the video. And what I heard about it was, like, I think I heard it accidentally, actually. I heard him talking to Red Max about it, one of Piggy's friends. I'll just get on with it. I'm low-key yapping. So I joined in on that, kind of, and previously, like 2 days before, Shadowfall had invited me to his server, and he was friends with Red Max on Discord, but he had basically lied about being Red Max's friend, and me and Red Max are kind of acquaintances, so this was interesting to me. I almost joined, but I low-key kind of ghosted him for a bit, because I just didn't want to join. I didn't know how to handle it, okay? In the screenshots Piggy put up, I see some really rude things that, looking back on, I regret, obviously. They were morally wrong. I look-key kind of blew up, because, like, yeah, I just had, like, a power surge, kind of, because I had an advantage on him. So, sorry for that, Piggy. You might have to blur some stuff out so YouTube doesn't take your video down. I don't know. But Piggy put these screenshots up on screen of what I took them after the argument. I kind of, like, blew up on him, and we'll get into that later, but it does kind of look like if you screenshotted it out of context, I just blew up on him for no reason. That'll be important for later, so stay tuned for that. I kind of blew up on him, all that, and just kind of blocked him after, I don't remember what I said, actually. I might have to pull up the screenshots on my end, but it was very rude. I just kind of, like, insulted him and whatever. And then I sent him screenshots. And then another thing I said was, look familiar, pussy, broken heart emoji. That's also important, because later, I'm just chilling, playing Girl Garden, whatever. Red Max sends me 2 screenshots. Shadowfall took himself, Piggy put them up on screen, of what I said. I don't care about being clipped. I'm not a YouTuber. I changed my name 24/7 anyway. And it's not like I'm trying to run from the allegations. I just don't care. I basically quit YouTube at this point. So I told him, you can clip me, but, like, in the context he did was not something I approved of, because he left out the screenshots that I took, or that I forwarded to him, of, him being a bad guy, that Piggy took, I believe. It was his conversations with ASC, and he only screenshotted the bad things I did, which, yeah, kind of bad, exposed me, whatever, I don't care, but, like, at least stand up for, like, accept what you did, dude, like I am right now. It's not that deep, Shadowfall. If you're watching this, just own up to your mistakes, big dog. Anyway, after that, a couple days later, I think I could check the DMs. I unblocked him, actually, and sent him the proper screenshots, just to, help him out. At this point, it's so pathetic that I'm trying to help him out. I gave him the screenshots of every single chat, told him to include the context next time. And I left after that. I kind of left him unblocked so he could respond back to me. And I'll send screenshots, obviously. Everything, Piggy, I'm sure you know by now, put screenshots on the screen. To like 10:13 p.m. today, he said, "Shut your bitch ass up." I said, "Yeah." Clipped. He said, "Don't call me the stupid stuff." Yada yada yada. Says the one who cussed up a lot, calling me a dork. Kind of ironic considering his first message, you know. Anyway, I said you were literally harassing someone, man, and asking them to get them banned just because they didn't want to join your server. ASC. Red Max literally said you were lying about being his friend. He said, "I don't give a fuck, bro." So he doesn't care about what he did, is what I'm seeing. He said something in Spanish, obviously, I believe. I'm not an expert with languages, but I do know for a fact that it's not Asian. Why that's important? I said, "No hablo Asian" or whatever, uncle. You can consider it as racism. I did not say it in a racist intent, so if it is racist, please explain how. Because I would actually like to know, so my bad if that is racist. I said it in a joking manner, because it's obviously not Asian. Go figure. Said I have to explain this, but he didn't get the joke. Racism clipped by him. I said joke. He said nope, no joke. I don't know how you're gonna tell me what I did, obviously, but clipped right now, linguistic racism, buzzword after buzzword. And I said, explain how this is racism, and he kind of dodges the question, yada yada. Let's see, what else here? He said, you know, I can report you for spam, yada yada, just trying anything. He desperately wants to get me out of here now. And then he proceeds to say, yeah, but I can still report you for harassing and bullying me. Which, considering what you've watched so far of the video, what was he doing to ASC again? So, very interesting. Yeah, Piggy. He was harassing ASC. And he said, and then here's how the bonus clip starts. I said, all right, how about this? Stop arguing for a second. I said something like, when Piggy's done being AFK, I'll add you to a group with Piggy, just solo. And that's how the bonus clip happened. We just wanted to genuinely ask him why he did it, be nice to him. But everything he said did not make any sense, which is kind of crazy. So, I'll leave everything that happened in the bonus section for the bonus section, obviously. But I did kind of lie to him, so my fault on my end again. I said, we won't clip anything, we just want to know what you did, or why you did what you did. And yeah, we clipped it still. Obviously, you're watching this right now. Yeah, so afterwards, the other DMs afterwards were just like, I removed him from the group. He instantly ran to DMs to try to defend himself frantically before we block him and post this video. Said, yes, I can, it's possible, referring to what you'll see in the future. He is gonna try to take this video down, which, Shadowfall, hi, I'd like to see you try. I said, I'm screenshotting all of this and blocking you. I don't care about you taking the video down, dude. This may be dumb, or you made dumb decisions and can't accept the fact that you did it. All it took was a simple, I'm sorry, lad. And then he frantically goes on a 10-message rant talking about, call me that, I dare ya, whatever. I said, lad. It's never that deep, uncle. So what? Doesn't even matter. It passed, let it pass. Don't bring past in the future. Leave it in the past. It ain't that serious, gang. I did answer the questions. No, he didn't. I can't even decipher his rant of a message on him trying to explain himself. Clearly, English isn't his first language. Not making fun of him, by the way. That is not racism. I'm just pointing it out. And finally, I said, just say, I'm sorry, dude, whatever. Told him the consequences of his actions. We got everybody important to block him. And he said, I'm sorry. So, yes, he did say I'm sorry, but it was kind of forced, obviously. Yeah, that's really it. That's my side. All in all, yeah, blew up on him, my bad. We got him in a Discord server and kind of talked about what happened. He blew up back on me and failed to explain himself properly, but he did say, I'm sorry. So after this video, we can let it all pass, whatever. Except if he tries to take the video down, then we're gonna have a problem.
So recap, if you didn't, or you didn't hear, or you just skipped this part of the video, basically in the interview he was saying that how it began and how it ended, and he did crash out. There's evidence, and he's just trying to make him look bad, and he considers Shadowfall a bad guy. But right now, I no hate to Shadowfall. This is just to clear my friend's name if that picture of him going crashing out does go viral, so we can send them this video. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. And the next video is a big project. We've been working on it for weeks. So, stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Love y'all. Do you guys think Shadowfall is a good guy or a bad guy? Leave it in the comments, and I'll actually see you next time. See you guys later. Love y'all. Actually, before we actually go, here's some here's a bonus chapter for you guys. You guys can pause the video, read it, but yeah.